Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Are you looking to study in the UK in 2026, 2027 or probably beyond? Here are some cheap schools in the UK. So I've had this request for the longest time. A lot of people have said, "Oh, please make a video about cheap schools in the UK." And in my mind I'm like, it's a no-brainer. Like, just Google it, go and check, go and find, do your research, and those information are easily available online. But then I keep getting those requests. I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's do this. Okay, so are you looking for cheap and affordable schools in the UK? Maybe you should watch this video till the end to see which one best suits you. Okay, so before I continue, let me do some clarifications as to let me just make some basic clarifications so somebody does not ask this question like in between, because like these are like some of the questions you most likely have to ask. Okay, so before I start, please use my Revolut, my Lemfi, and my MonieWorld referral link in the comment section. It's very very important, because when you come, you need a bank account like ASAP, and with Revolut you can create an account under 10 minutes or 5 minutes if possible. So after some time you can open a regular physical bank. Okay, Revolut works like Opay in Nigeria. It is fast, it is easy, it's a digital bank, so yeah, it is also secure. Okay, please use my referral link, I beg you. I'll include it in the description box. Same with Lemfi and MonieWorld. These apps, you can use it to send money at good rates to Nigeria. Okay, so let me make some clarifications before I start mentioning these schools, which is also equally important. Okay, the first clarification I want to make is the fact that the amount I would mention in this video is just a baseline. It's not all the courses. I would not say, oh, if I mention a particular school and call an amount, it's not all the courses that is that amount, but this is like the baseline. So most courses or some of the courses are this amount. Then of course some courses are higher based on different factors. Okay, that's one. Another clarification that needs to be made is the fact that school fees is not the only thing to consider when choosing a university. I've said it in my other video. I'll probably link it here so you can easily like refer to that video. School fees is not the only thing to consider. Yes, everybody wants to attend a school where the tuition fees are affordable, but it's not the only thing to consider. Trust me, there are many other factors. You should also consider those other factors alongside school fees before making your choice. That's second. The third thing to consider is, I'm not going to do this chronologically. That means I could call 10,000 now, and the next one I'll call maybe lower than that. I could call a higher amount. Like, basically, I'm not going to arrange this chronologically because I don't get strength. So you use your hand to arrange this chronologically. Okay, so I'm not that strict, I'm not that careful, I'm not that meticulous. What am I blabbing? The figures I'm going to mention, so if I mention a school first, doesn't mean that that school is the cheapest. Okay, so that's basically what I'm saying. This is not going to be a chronological order. Use your head to do the math or arrange it. Okay, another thing to consider is that the amount I will mention, aside from one school, which is my school, which I will tell you the exact amount excluding discount, is the fact that most of the amounts I'll mention is not the actual amount. Some schools still offer discounts. So if I say 15,000, some schools might offer discounts of 3,000, 4,000, 2,000. So you need to like reach out to those schools to know the exact amount they're offering in discounts. Okay, so I'm not factoring in the discounts in the amount I'm calling, because of course I do not know how much these schools offer as discount, but then I can speak for my school because I know I'm here and I know how much they give as discount. So I will tell you the price for my school without the discounted price. Okay, last thing but not the least is the fact that any amount I'm mentioning here is mostly for master's program, not undergraduate. So I think the undergraduate guys should, like, you guys should just sort yourself out. I'm sorry. No, basically it's not like I'm trying to exclude you all, but yeah, I just assume that most of my audience most likely are coming for their master's program. And if you're not coming for your master's program, sorry, just do your research yourself. I'm sorry if you're coming for your PhD, or basically this is just for masters, not for PhD, not for undergrad. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, I said that was the last, but they said the last one. This is finally the last thing to clear, is the fact that most practical based courses are more expensive. Okay, so engineering, some sciences, they are more expensive compared to, I wouldn't say art. Education courses, I noticed that for most of the websites, school websites I've checked, I noticed that education courses are kind of affordable. And I'm like, to think that education is more like hot cake. Why is education? It's the same thing that happens in Nigeria. Like, you apply to a course, they just give you education, and if education is a walk in the park. It's not easy. Like, I see a lot of education courses really for affordable prices, and I'm like, ha. And people are not taking advantage of it that much. Hey God, you guys. So if you, a lot of people have been asking me what like courses that sell, education sells. Yes. If you don't want to do nursing, you don't want to do the healthcare, come to education. Like, this is not me. This is me marketing education anyways. For the fact that it is even cheaper, it's like, so yeah, practical based courses are more expensive. Okay, now I have cleared that out of the way. Let us go into the cheap schools in the UK. Yep. Okay, guys. So I have my jotter here, as you can see. So I'll be reading from this jotter because I made a note on the jotter to make it, way easier for me. Okay. So yeah. So the first school I'll be mentioning in this video, of course, they say charity begins at home. And of course, if you reach your turn, you don't want to start from home, because if you want to start in the UK, now your business. But the first school on this list is Leeds Beckett University. Yep, yep, yep. My school. Drum rolls. Drum roll. So my school is the first on the list. Like I said, I'm not arranging this chronologically. This is me being biased, because yes, I have to. Okay, so Leeds Beckett University is the number one on my list, and of course, Leeds Beckett University is affordable compared to like most schools in the UK. And then, of course, the living cost in Leeds is quite okay. Leeds is a bustling city, lots of schools here, lots of universities, lots of colleges. It's a good student environment. And Leeds Beckett University, the school fees is around 15,440 pounds. So that's of course excluding include is it excluding or including? Like including discount. I be had in the talk. I don't come out the discount. This English is hard. I don't come out the discount. So with the discount it's around 18,440. So if I come out, see as I'm fluent in pidgin and not in English. Hell, to think I have a degree in English language. So excluding if I come out 3,000, yes, it's 15,440. So yeah, Leeds Beckett University is really affordable. Okay, so the next university on my list is York St John. So when, sorry, let me scratch my nose a little. When I was saying that cheap school fees is not the only thing to consider when choosing a university. Now York St John is a classical case. York St John school fees is 11,800, while in a university like Leeds Beckett University, you are paying 15,000. This is even a new development, because what I paid was 14,500. Okay, so most students in York St John, you can prove me wrong. York St John University students, you can prove me wrong if you're watching this video. They live in Leeds, and the reason is simple: the cost of living in York is quite high. Houses are expensive in York compared to Leeds. So most of them live in Leeds, and then they commute to York for their classes, maybe via train or via bus. It's a bit far. I think, like, one time I met a student. I always meet them. In fact, like, you see them a lot in Leeds, and you think they are maybe in Leeds Beckett University or Leeds Trinity University. No, now York, then from Como, you get. So you have to choose cheap school fees or cheap accommodation. Everybody, go to your lane. So York St John, the baseline is 11,800, which is affordable. Like, compared to Leeds Beckett University, it is quite affordable. Okay, yeah. So if you can afford to live in Leeds and go to York, fine, cool, nothing spoiled. Another university I have on my list is University of Hull. Now, University of Hull is also affordable, like 11,150 baseline. I'm like, bro. I know a lot of people know about University of Hull. There are a lot of Nigerian students at the University of Hull, of course, because it is cheap and affordable. Okay, so the tuition is 11,150 baseline, which is fair, very, very fair. Okay, so another university I have on my list is Ulster University. So on their site is about 14,550. Now I have a friend in Ulster, and she said they gave discount of around £2,000. So if you remove £2,000, then you know that, yeah, what is left is you get. So I did not include the discount or exclude the discount from this list, because she came from she was a last year batch, so I don't know if they'll change the discount amount or whatever, but she got a discount of almost £2,000. So if you remove £2,000 from 14,550, you know what is left. Okay, so Ulster University is in Birmingham. I think they have like campuses in Manchester and London too. So Birmingham is 14,550, Manchester the same amount. Then the London campus now goes for 16,200. Of course, anything London, they give headache. Okay, so that's for Ulster University. So the next I have on my list is Leeds Trinity University. See, a lot of people have not discovered a lot of people have not discovered Leeds Trinity University, and obviously because the school is fairly new. I'll check the date that school was founded and include it here, but it's a fairly new university and fairly small university. They don't have like a lot of students that much, but their school fees is quite fair compared to Leeds Beckett. Like, I mean, it's almost the same, well, excluding discount. The amount I'm calling does not include discount. I need to like repeat this over and over again. So Leeds Trinity University school fees ranks from £12,000 to £15,000, which is affordable. Imagine £12,000, they might even give discount. So imagine them giving you a discount of 3k or 2k. Anyways, if you're considering you like Leeds, you want to be in Leeds, and maybe Leeds Beckett University feels like too expensive for you, but you should come to Leeds Beckett University. Come to Leeds Beckett University. I'm not saying you should not come, but if it's too expensive for you, you can just try Leeds Trinity. probably they might give you discount. Just reach out to them, send an email, make inquiries. So if your tuition fee is like 12k, imagine them, even if they give you a discount of 2k, that's 10k pounds. It's quite cheap. Okay, so this Trinity University is fairly new. Okay, then let me tell you one thing about the fact that, oh, school fees is not the only thing to consider. So my school, we host program in my school like almost every single day. When you come to classes, your lecturer is inviting you for one networking event, for one educational event, for one course event or the other. And then when we attend these events, yeah, we have a lot of Leeds Trinity University students there. So one time in one of those networking events, I meet one of the students and we just have like a normal chit chat. And she's all like, "Oh, I like Leeds Beckett University. All of these activities and events you guys hold, they don't do it in my school. My school is just, we just learn. It's just quiet, it's just small classes. We just do our thing and then go home." So most of the events we do, more like we try to invite them. "Yeah, you guys should come and see or come and gain exposure." But they don't get all of those exposure at Leeds Trinity University. This is not me demarketing the square news, but I'm just telling you that sometimes it's not good to just run to cheap school, cheap school, cheap school. You also consider some other things. Okay, so the guys at Leeds Trinity University, they're always at Leeds Beckett University for these events. So kudos to LBU for keeping them company. Okay, so that's it for this Trinity University. Next is Wrexham University. I think this is in Wales. I'll confirm. Wrexham University costs around £13,500. Okay, so affordable compared to some other schools. Okay, so next is Middlesex University, which is 12,800. Quite cheap. Oh, we have been day. Hey, hey. Okay, Middlesex University is £12,800, and then you have Liverpool Hope University for £15,250. Wow. Yep. Not bad, to be honest. Like I said, they might give you a discount there. Most universities do give discounts. Okay. So we also have University of Bradford for 15,700, which is fair. And then of course we have University of East London for 15,560. Most, I think the baseline for most schools is like 15,000. So that's excluding discounts. Okay. So, and next, of course, we have University of Chester for 15,500, which is also not bad. Okay. Yeah. So these are some of the cheap schools I could come up with. But then there are a lot of cheap schools in places like Scotland and Wales. Yeah. Scotland and Wales. There's this other university in Scotland. What's the name again? I can't remember. Well, there are a lot of cheaper universities in Scotland and Wales. The reason universities in England are kind of more expensive, of course, high cost of living, and then the fact that there's a lot of demand. So with higher demand, prices will go up. Okay, so but in those places like Wales and Scotland, fees are sort of affordable. But then of course a lot of people who are there say, "Oh, there are no jobs." So you can't compare the jobs in places like Scotland compared to England. So you get, so you pick your evil. Don't just run over don't just chase after cheap school fees. If it hook you sometime anyways. Okay, so pick a course that is relevant to you. Also, another thing to note, I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier, another thing to note is that you might like this school and the fees are affordable, but the course you want to do is not there. So you will not say, "Oh, because of £2,000 different, £3,000 you not do a course you don't like, or you do a course that is not relevant, and because you're trying to save money and all, in the end it backfires." You get, so as much as you're running for everybody wants something cheap, everybody wants something affordable. Make sure the course you're doing is something, first of all, you are passionate about. Then aside passion, look for the fact that, oh, it is relevant. Okay, so yeah, that's what I brought to you in this video. Remember to use my link. Remember to please use my link. I beg you, in the name of God, use my referral link. Oh, Olodo. Use my referral link. Okay, and always thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Remember, I have a target of 50,000 subscribers. I have 44 more thousand to go, and it's possible. Yes, I have 11 months, so I'm not giving up. It is very, very possible. Okay, please leave subscribe to my channel to increase my chances of hitting this target and reaching my goal. Okay, thank you so much for coming. And if there's any other thing, a lot of people have been asking me to talk about a lot of things, but if there's any other thing you want me to talk about, also let me know in the comment section and I'll think about it. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.